Savannah, Georgia, the former football great Herschel Walker, battling from behind in his challenge to Senator Raphael Warnock, tried to turn the campaign's narrative on its head during a debate on Friday night, aiming to quiet doubts about his own fitness for office by seeking to question Mr. Warnock. Mr. Walker, a Republican, sought to paint his Democratic rival as the untrustworthy candidate in the race, demanding loudly, "Do not bear false witness." Mr. Warnock hit back by declaring at one point that "my children know I am with them and for them," a far from subtle reminder to Georgians about Mr. Walker's turbulent personal life and accusations that he is an absentee father to at least one of his children. The first and probably only debate of the critical Senate race in Georgia, just 3 days before early voting begins in the state, was contentious and often messy, pitting a political novice, Mr. Walker, against the incumbent Democrat, Mr. Warnock, a seasoned public speaker who delivers sermons via. Mr. Warnock, with a narrow and tenuous lead in the polls, was controlled and cautious, going on the attack only a few times and avoiding directly answering questions when doing so could alienate the moderate Republicans he has courted. Mr. Walker was aggressive and persistent, at times mocking his opponent's dodges, often interrupting him and consistently going over his time limits, earning admonishments from the moderators. Mr. Walker's posture reflected his need for a strong performance after weeks of negative headlines, most prominently a former girlfriend's statements that he paid for one abortion and urged her to end a second pregnancy, even though Mr. Walker is campaigning on his opposition to abortion. Despite his troubles, the National Republican Party has stood by its candidate, sending in professional campaign reinforcements and debate coaching, and those moves seem to have paid off. After campaigning far to the right, Mr. Walker reversed field on Friday, backtracking on some core elements of his platform. He had said for months that he wanted to end abortion without exceptions,